Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about a serious warning sign for our country: food insecurity, government shutdowns, and the growing risk when large numbers of people run out of options. We'll unpack a recent interview with Senator Chris Murphy, dig into the stakes, and discuss why relying solely on government support is a dangerous game. Let's dive in. Here's what happened. On October 27, 2025, LifeZette published an article titled, "Chris Murphy Confronted Live on CNN Over Americans Going Hungry Due to Schumer's Shutdown." In the piece, on the show State of the Union, host Jake Tapper asked Senator Murphy whether Democrats were prepared to let the Federal Nutrition Program, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, run out of funding as part of negotiations tied to extending healthcare subsidies. The host pressed, "Is this a trade-off you're willing to make? Letting some Americans go hungry until Obamacare subsidies get extended?" Murphy didn't answer yes or no directly. Instead, he argued Republicans refused to negotiate a bipartisan budget and blamed their refusal for the shutdown. Why is this not just political theater? Because when a program like SNAP is at risk of running out of funding, we're talking about real people facing real hunger. The assumption that government will always provide the safety net is under attack. When millions rely on aid and that aid becomes uncertain, the consequences ripple. Hunger isn't just a private hardship. It can erode community stability, increase desperation, and yes, raise the risk of social unrest or violence if people feel they have no recourse. Let's talk about dependence. Government programs like SNAP, unemployment benefits, Medicaid, these can help millions when times are tough. But they are not meant to be the sole foundation of people's survival. Why? Because they're subject to political will, funding cycles, bureaucratic constraints, and in this case, they're entering a shutdown vulnerability. If you build your entire livelihood around "the government will be there," and the government fails to deliver, you're exposed. The question becomes, what happens when that safety net fails? When people's access to basic food disappears, the effects aren't just personal, they spill into community life. Here are some risks. Financial strain and emotional stress increase as families scramble to feed themselves. Local charities, food banks, community organizations may become overwhelmed. Tensions rise among neighbors competing for scarce resources. Desperation can lead to higher crime, theft, social dislocation. When people feel they're out of options, some turn to options outside the law or social norms. So yes, there is a tangible risk that society becomes more fragile, more volatile, when large numbers of people become food insecure. Okay, what can you do, whether you're personally affected or you care about your community? Build buffers, savings, emergency food supply, skills to get by without government help for a time. Strengthen local networks, know your neighbors, support local food banks, community gardens, mutual aid. Advocate for reliability. Government is part of the solution, but it isn't everything. Encourage policies that bolster job creation, local self-sufficiency, less reliance on subsidies as a permanent state. Stay informed. Know your rights, know the programs, but don't count on them being flawless or uninterrupted. To wrap up, the LifeZette article is a warning flag. When a senator is confronted on national television about letting people go hungry, that's a signal. And relying exclusively on government aid is risky. People need empowerment, community support, and self-reliance. When aid runs dry, society pays the price, and too many will feel it in their homes. So I encourage you to ask, what are you doing now to avoid dependence? How is your community preparing? Let's talk in the comments. If you found this discussion helpful, Hit like, subscribe, and share this video. Let's build a community that stands strong, no matter what happens in Washington. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.